Okay, it seems I am what the fuck? Gargling dick and live. Very good. Can we hear me? Gargling dick and live. Beautiful. What truly a magnificent voice. Okay, so I now quality looks to be decent. Hello, maestro. Ah, maestro, brother, you shouldn't. Oh, thank you, thank you. Yeah, what do you think? I have a couple ideas, right? Um, let's see. Honestly, my number one fan, Hassan, truly, but I do have a couple ideas because I essentially fucked up the proportion. Like this was supposed to be a lot smaller, this person. Um, hey, Troubledos, how's it going? Thanks, bro. Thank you, Hassan. Yeah, like I fucked up the proportions, right? Like this guy was supposed to be a lot smaller, but now I have a new story, right? That's the beautiful part. Is like we can make a new story. And let's see. But obviously, like I'm thinking right now because again, drawing is thinking, right? So I'm thinking very, very hard, and I'm feeling very, very hard. So I'm gonna just try to see what can be done. Because again, the horizon line's somewhere up here, essentially, right? Like this guy, his if we follow his eye line, and like even the top of his head, like it's right around there, right? So everything I do, and I've always like I do have a rough composition in mind. Oh yeah, everybody draw along, please draw along. Bless me. But yeah, draw along, right? I do have a rough composition in mind. I don't know why I'm going like this because that's not the composition. I'm just feeling up the paper. But I washed, changed clothes, and it's still white. Well, you can't beat the American way. Wait, shit, am I on Wi-Fi? No, I'm not on Wi-Fi. No wonder quality went to shit. Okay. Uh, it should be back now, right? Because I'm back to, yeah, there you go. See, I'm back to Wi-Fi. Quality's good again. Beautiful. Yeah, data's not good for streaming. My Wi-Fi is horrible for anything else, but it seems to be great for streaming. But I essentially my idea now is like this guy's a prisoner, right? It's clear, like he looks fucking depressed, right? He's literally depressed. So let me just do something like this. There you go. That's the nose. All right. And this is why I love the subtlety. There you go. Look at that. That already makes it look more like a shadow. I don't know if it's accurate because I don't know values at all, right? But let's see. We got this. He's basically a prisoner. That's the story I'm making right now, right? He's a prisoner. This is obviously like doesn't have any tension. I know this looks like he's attached to this thing, but there's no tension. This is a lot of information. Just fucking get your paper out and draw. I was itching, so I went to bed. Saw four little injuries in a straight line. Thought they would heal and turned white. You may have an infection of sorts. You shouldn't be telling this to a random art YouTuber, but perhaps going to the doctor. But let's see. I want this guy's a prisoner. I've established that. Right now, we just need to create this scenario in which we can imprison him, if that makes sense. I'm in my LLS, bro. I don't know what any of these words mean. I'm in my B4. What the fuck are you saying? You're in your class? That might be class. Maybe you're in class. I don't know what the fuck that means. But again, I'm thinking right now because okay, what I want is I want someone like I want a mech thing. I want a mech person in a mech suit pointing a gun at him. But I want them to be slightly off screen, right? And then I want the composition to turn around, and then this is how we're gonna establish scale. We're gonna have a smaller mech person, and this guy, like or another prisoner, also here, right? So the eyes led like this, right? No, join the words. I'm in my B4 B4ls B4 LLS B4ls. What the fuck are you saying? I have no idea. Just why are you giving me a goddamn riddle? Fucking say it or don't. God damn it, youngins these days. There you go. Let's establish some more perspective. Right. Four mean a letter. Four mean a letter A. Goddamn, bro. This is like fucking retardation at its finest. Pure illiteracy. Okay. If you aren't in school, you should be. Jesus Christ. But, anyways, let me think. Fuck off. But please stay. Draw along. Watch all my videos. Give me your attention. Okay, so I need a hatch more than anything. We need to establish perspective, right? It's not hard at all. Listen, if you believe I'm focusing more on your cryptic messages than my drawing, you are sorely mistaken. Emphasis on the sore. It was a long night. But let's see. Okay, so first I want to establish. Hmm. let's see, right? Something like this, right? Now, this obviously could easily be a mistake. I have to acknowledge that. It could easily be a mistake. But, okay, I don't know. Maybe that's like the attachment that I have here. And again, like now that I have to, that I'm really trying to think about like silhouette and shit and negative space, I'm more aware of like what these decisions are doing. You know, I'm much more aware. And again, like my line weight is subpar, so I have to kind of make this guy's head a lot thicker to hopefully make it more understandable. And again, my not only was my line weight subpar, but my lines themselves are also very subpar, right? But that is how we get better. So I don't know. Maybe that just seems like the things attached or whatever. But the main thing I need to keep in mind, and the main thing I'm gonna try to establish. So let's start with something like this. And this is great. Like I'm actually very excited because again, I can keep practicing the zoom out, like trying to zoom out while drawing something. Like just trying to zoom out while trying to draw something, honestly, more than anything. But and it doesn't have to be anything particularly impressive because I am trying to keep the perspective in mind, right? Everything has to be in the same plane. If I say something unethical, YouTube doesn't send you the message. I don't know what you're saying, but this sounds like a cock and balls issue, literally. So, GG, brother. GG. Right? So, obviously, I can orient this differently. And I want you to all to know, like, I'm really struggling with these lines. Like, these are really hard for me to maintain because it's a brush pen, right? Brush pen's very difficult. Very, very. And again, like, I'm really struggling to orient the space in everything correctly as well. Like, genuinely really struggling to. And I'm also struggling to think ahead. So I'm literally struggling with many, many, many things, right? But, oh, it seems like my sister left. And what I'm drawing may not even make sense, but it's the idea that I'm hopefully yeah, hopefully it is going somewhere. I have nothing else to say. It's really difficult to try to figure this out, right? But I do want to, let's see. I want to establish that this guy is he is underground. So you know what? I think adding something like this. Hello, hey Blue Mars, what's back? My most critical fan. No emojis, no Viggy famming whatsoever. Always seems to be in a very strict mood. Are you a teacher? Is that it? Are you a? I actually don't know what I'm saying, but you must be something. I could the fault can never be mine. First of all, right? We all know that I'm perfect. And if I wasn't perfect, still not my fault. Because you should be imperfect, thus making me seem more perfect. I didn't stutter, you stuttered. Okay, so we'll do something like. I have a song stuck in my head. Yalla habibi. Okay, so again, I'm trying to think about what could be done. And my understanding of space is like I'm trying to be intuitive, but I'm also trying to not be intuitive. So it's this thing where it's constantly battling with myself almost. Right? And again, like I'm trying to establish that, hey, this is a ground. So this person is embedded in the ground, right? Or like this thing is embedded in the ground, right? Am I doing an amazing job? Probably not. And it's okay because I'm just vibing. We're vibing, right? So, and I'm also trying to practice design as well. So like, what do I mean by that? Well, right now it's like, okay, like the, ratio. So like this thing is this long, what I'm drawing right now. And then like while I'm drawing this thing, like are there things connected to this thing that's this long, right? Like how does that work? Is there a connection like this? Does that look good? And it's just kind of feeling it out, right? And that feeling it out comes from thousands of attempts prior to this of trial and error, right? I don't just shit this out of my ass. Like it's not just something that's being done because I'm like, oh, I'm just vibing. It's like, no, I'm actively thinking consistently, and all thinking is being informed by my previous hundreds of repetitions of trying to think, right? And it's all trial and error. Even this, what I'm doing right now, like I'm zooming in by drawing these tiny details, but I'm zooming out by trying to think about the overall thing that I'm drawing, right? So it's fun. It's actually very fun. It's very fun. And the main thing is I just got to make sure that whatever it is that I draw, I do have like a relative idea of what it is that I'm trying to do. Right? Like a relative idea, because it's hard to know exactly what it is that we're trying to do. But as long as I kind of understand that I'm trying to do something, that's the main thing that I'm kind of working towards right now, right? And we'll have to see. We'll have to see where it goes. Like a lot of this is just purely like, okay, how is this gonna look? How's that gonna look? Right? Like I thought this was a huge mistake, but now it's like, oh, okay, never mind. This is just something that's possibly attached, and I have to still kind of try to see some gesture inside of it. A bit of a fuck up there with the lines, but every single fucking thing I do is a goddamn mess. So it's completely how it is, right? Even here, these lines are so tiny, right? And again, it's like, okay, how are you coming up with these designs? What the fuck, these designs, right? Trial and error, just kind of being like, will this work? What is the work? What is actually happening here, right? Like, what am I doing? Like, what if I try this? What if I try that? What if I end up having this cut out this way? What if I have it cut out that way? What if I stop it here? Like just a bunch of what ifs, you know, because most people like, and the thing is like, this is just my current level, right? But I'm gonna assume that it will continue to just be a more advanced version of this, right? Because it's decision making, and decision making is, from my experience, experimentation, right? And a lot of experimentation, like a fuck ton of experimentation. Now, the thing is, like, I feel as if I made this too complex, what I've drawn here. Like, I genuinely think I actually made this a bit too complex. So, hello. Hello, Osine, how are you? Osine and the Bosine, right? How are you? But, like, we need to have, see, like, I could even make some shit up like this to hopefully make it seem as if like the metal is broken, or I don't know. Like I don't know. We'll have to see. Right? And I can obviously add a lot of form to this afterwards. Right? Good. Working on my school project while listening to you. Wonderful. Please continue onwards. Any way that anybody can just enjoy whatever I'm doing here and just work on their own thing, I wholeheartedly welcome that. Right? So let's just say this guy's trapped, like so. He is trapped, and we'll create some more depth by making whatever this is to be like, look, a little bit of foreshortening, right? It's not all on the same shit. And what can I do to this design, right? Because like I am kind of making shit up. Of course I'm kind of making shit up. All I ever fucking do is make, shit, I hit the camera. God damn it, god damn it. There you go. God damn it, there you go. But I don't even know. It's so interesting. Like I have such a bad understanding of forms, yet I continue to like I never draw what I want, and yet I end up getting the idea down, which is funny to me because like I don't ever expect for whatever I draw to always end up being what I draw, if that makes sense. Or like I always think like it'll be exactly what I think it is, and then it never is exactly what I think it is, or even close to it. And then I'm just like, well, shit. Well, shit. Again, like if we just have some sort of connection here, and then some sort of connection there, right? And let's see, we have to finish this off and bring this, see, like close this little machine off, whatever the fuck it is, right? And then what? And then what? Well, I clearly didn't even make this guy. I didn't make this long enough. I don't know why I foreshortened this so much, but either way, we're gonna have to close this off at one point. And this is a great opportunity for me to just bring his torso into the play. So something like, and again, I actually don't know how to draw a torso. I'm telling you guys right now, I have no fucking idea. But his torso should probably be something like this, right? Something like that. And there you go. I'm trying to make it seem like it's like broken metal. He's kind of attached in there. Does it actually look like that? Most fucking definitely not. But if I start adding form, right? If we start adding form, maybe some shadows, obviously my lines are gonna really fuck with it. But look, that already looks way more three-dimensional, right? So that's pretty cool. And I am trying to keep the overall perspective in mind, right? Trying being the operative word. By succeeding, who fucking knows? Who knows if there's a success? Because the only success is pen to paper, continue. Pen to paper, continue. Right? The success is in the doing, not in the result. Because the second you start thinking about a result, that's not success. That is a waste of time. Right? Just a complete and utter waste of time. So let me close that off. Okay, it does look like, I mean, it's a bit way too foreshortened, but it kind of does look like he's kind of attached in the ground, right? And obviously I can, and one thing I struggle with is like making the sporadic patterns that are also intentionally designed, right? So you'll see like, oh, you're just kind of drawing little grass, but you know, it's like, are they really thought through? Probably most fucking definitely not. Like, there's no probably, just most definitely fucking not. But let's see, we have to respect the form of like whatever I made here as well, right? And this is where I kind of just get to be like, oh, look, it's getting smaller. See, because it's gonna follow that. Now, does this actually look like something that could exist in real life in terms of like an actual function? Absolutely fucking not. There is no function to this. At least I don't believe I've created any function to this. But to look three-dimensional, yeah, for the time being, it looks pretty decently three-dimensional, right? I'm just diddling myself while I draw anyways. So it's an effective way of continuing to persist, you know? But, oh wait, probably should have extended these outward because, let's see, I'm drawing a cat walking a dog. God damn, that's actually pretty sick. See, Blue Mars has creativity that I currently do not. So why does she not have an art channel? That's the real question. What the fuck you doing? What the fuck you doing? Not showcasing your skills to the world. We'll just say that this guy's arm was torn off. There you go. Because that makes sense. Now, something I'm not sure whether this is good, but I'm just gonna completely shade this in. Like in terms of values, wait for it. Oh, somebody going to make YouTube channel? Very good, sehr good. And obviously I'm going to spread out the light. I say obviously as if I know what the fuck, how to draw light, but I don't. But I'll still say it confidently. Obviously I'm gonna spread out the hatching and the values, obviously. Right. That la 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 is like the most important part of pretending to be confident in whatever you're doing. If you're not making random noises, how can I trust you? How can anybody trust you? There you go. We can collab once I'm famous. Let's fucking go. We can collab once I'm famous. What the fuck? What do you think I'm doing? Like, what collaboration are you expecting from me? Okay. So, yeah, like this form kind of shot the bed. But now I'm just making shit up. Whatever. The point is it's embedded in the goddamn ground. Okay? It's embedded. There you go. I can't wait to see y'all's collab. Thank you all. Thank you. Thank you so much. Truly, the Viggy Famers. All right. So this guy's like stuck in the ground, right? That's what I'm trying to make it seem like. He's just completely and utterly stuck in the ground. Let's see. We'll again showcase that this is all broken, right? So like this is honestly someone who's lived a miserable existence. I didn't expect the story to get this dark, but now that it's here, might as well give him a story, right? This man's name is Sir. I don't know what's a stupid name. Goobly Gobbly. I think I've already done that before. Fuck. I think I did that for like my original Kim Jong-gi video series where I was like, this is Goobly Gobbly and that's Boobly Bobbly. Like that doesn't work. So, but this man, let's call him Skull original, right? We'll call him Scoliosis because his body's all fucked. Haha, funny. But yeah, so Scoliosis was born like this, actually. That's why they're putting him out of his misery. Like, how the fuck are you born as a grown man with inside a goddamn? He was literally born like this. This is his body, by the way. That's why people are he's being executed because he's different, and we don't celebrate differences. We execute differences. Right, right. Voice crack. That's pretty good. At least I'm getting decent at like kind of just spacing things out. At least to my beginner eye. Once I understand values and textures and all that shit, I'll look at this like, what the fuck were you doing, dumbass? But until then, that's pretty good, right? I'm spacing things out, is what I'll tell myself. That's beautiful. So much to learn. So much to yearn. Bars, right? Because I'm yearning. Get it? Like I'm yearning for something. Oh. But so this guy's like clearly embedded in the ground, and I need to obviously make this seem like it's actually metal that is a sheet. Right? Like a sheet of metal that's kind of stuck in there. Right? Probably really hard to understand, to be honest. Again, like I struggle so much with informing clean line work and forms and all that shit. There's like so much I don't understand. But you know what? It's starting to look not bad. And let's see. And we can even draw like a little creature here that's ready. That's just like ready to go and kill him. Actually, wait, before I do that, I should probably draw something that's, let's see. Because we don't want, this doesn't make any sense right now, so we'll do something like this. Wait, hold up. I want to think about the tension. I actually don't understand tension, and obviously once I start practicing drapery and folds, it will likely make more sense. God damn it, this wire that's connected to my phone is gonna be in the way. Okay, that's okay. I shook the camera a bit, but that's life, right? Okay, there you go. My hand's free now. So I'm trying to think, right? I feel as if this, whatever I drew here, could have been a million times better, like for sure, without a doubt. But every artist who tries to draw anything will feel that way, right? So that's okay. You know, I can just say, yeah, should have been a million times better. Can't do anything about it, and move on. You know, but let's see. Okay, so that's a bit more grounded. Nothing incredible, but definitely a bit more grounded. Maybe I should draw shadows here. Right, maybe this will help to differentiate. Between just kind of like what I'm drawing and the different forms that I'm going. I'm actually getting lost. What the fuck? Where's the form? I don't know where it is. Okay, well, we'll just allow it. We'll allow it, like, for now. So yeah, this guy's clearly lived a miserable existence, right? Much like myself, I actually woke up today with a mild headache, so I understand what he's going through. But let's see. I'm really happy with his expression. Like, I'm very happy with what I did with his expression, to be honest. I feel as if there's, like, it was a good amount of intent that went into that. Okay, so now I want to attach something here, right? And the thing is, like, this probably doesn't look that legit because there's no shadows. So what if I do something like that? The top half seems much more realized than the bottom half. Yeah, of course, 100%, right? Because I was just thinking about this right now, and I wasn't sure where to take it, right? But yeah, and the thing is, the top half wasn't realized at all. Like, I actually completely intended this person to be much smaller. I intended the perspective to be down here, like foreshortened drastically. My original thing was like, it's just gonna be some dude carrying a backpack thing, and then there's gonna be like doors and shit, and maybe somebody peeking through the door. Like, the context changed completely once I put down the first 40 lines and fucked it up, right? So it's good. Like, this is just a great way to practice, to be honest. Like, just a great way to yeah, I know I was there. Then why the hell you saying that? Why are you trying to call me out every time? Blue Mars, why can't you just be like, listen, man, I can see you try and I'm so proud of you. Okay, I never got a pat on my back from my parents. I thought you could be my parent. Uh, anyways, yeah, it's like random bullshit go burr, right? You can 100% see that it's nonsensical. But to the untrained eye, it's like mastery. Or not even mastery, we're like, wow, look at all these features. I enjoy your content. Thank you. I enjoy your comments saying you enjoy my content. I appreciate you. But let's see. Maybe you could connect these. Um, I think that's okay. It doesn't really make much sense. Honestly, none of these forms make much sense. But I'm going to add shadow to be like, I was here. I did a shadow thing, right? And whether it makes sense or not, I just want to create like this sense of depth. And obviously, this is just an opportunity for me to practice my lines as well, because my lines struggle quite a bit with these fucking brush pen, pentel, what's it called? Pentel brush sign, pen, pentel brush sign, pen artist, pentel. Really stupid. I don't know what the fuck they were thinking when they came up with this name. I can't wait for them to sponsor me. It's gonna be great. But I mean, that's how you know I'm unbiased, right? I'll sell my soul. Let's do this. But yeah, what am I really thinking about right now? Nothing apart from just getting these damn lines across. I need you to get community posts. I need you to get community posts working so I can flex on you. From the way you're talking, you better fucking flex on me. You better be like god tier in art. Okay? Nobody's allowed to critique unless they're better. That's how it works, right? To be honest, why don't you just join the Discord and post your art? You know, like it. Like, why don't you just do that? Literally, why don't you just do that? It's in the description now too. I'm pretty sure. Let's see. Did I? Yeah. Yeah, my Discord's in the description of this video or this live stream right now. Literally just post your art. Okay? It would be great. Okay, so this doesn't look like a shadow, I don't think. But I tried. I tried adding some depth, right? I think maybe making this thicker. Oh, I don't have Discord. Okay, makes sense. Well, you're not obligated to get it just because I have a Discord. But yeah. Oh, okay. Well, that's cool too. Let's see. Uh, that does look more three-dimensional. At least it looks more solid. At least it looks more grounded. I love this because I'm just like figuring things out, right? If I look at it on the stream, yeah, it kind of looks all over the place. I mean, I'm not the fucking bastion of clean artwork, right? But anyways, there's my horizon line. Let's create the thing that this is attached to. Now, what can we attach this to? Right. Maybe I could create scale. Maybe this could actually create scale, right? To be like, because this would be a great way to, if my lines weren't so shit, show that like, hey, This guy's actually really, really, uh, I don't know, connected or some shit. I don't fucking know. But this, what I'm doing right now, could 100% be a huge mistake as well, right? Like, I'm just trying to think, like, oh, maybe there's something, like, this is really, really connected. So, like, they don't want him to escape at all, right? It still doesn't make sense because it's like, what? How is gravity not fucking this thing? So maybe I need to have, like, something up here that's, like, connecting it, like, pushing it upward, right? Maybe. There's so much that could be done. There's actually so much that could be done. But yeah, there seems to be a decent amount of people watching. So for those of you watching, I hope you're drawing along, right? If my process interests you, feel free to ask questions, right? If you're a hashtag Viggy farmer, right? Well, let me know. I'm lonely, right? Or if you just stop to be like, what is this piece of shit doing? Is he always fucking drawing? Doesn't he have anything better to do? Yes, I actually don't have anything better to do. I'm running away from my responsibilities of doing my coding today by drawing, and then once I'm done this, I have to go back and code anyways. But I was like, fuck it, might as well just draw. See, and this is great line practice. It's actually, art is really meditative, to be honest, because I have no idea what the fuck this is connecting to. So I'm obviously trying to think about that as well. But I get it. I'm nowhere near good or experienced enough to say that. I don't either, man. Who has better thing to do other than drawing? Hey, Ferris Booyah, 4613. Nice to meet you. New fan, old fan, randomly just came across the video and be like, who the fuck is this guy? Wagwanin. Wagwanin. Right. How's it? How's it going? How do you display tension? Right, how's it going? I mean, I agree. Like, it's fun to draw. That's why I have an entire fucking channel dedicated to my drawing practice. I love you, man. Oh, I love you too, brother. I love you too. Here's a Viggy famming just for you, bro. For Ferris. There you go. Hope that cheered you up, right? But let's see. There you go. Fuck yeah. But yeah, how'd you discover my content? What do you think about it? How do you like it? Right? I need to think about how this is gonna work. Yeah, we need to think about how this is gonna work. But yeah, how'd you discover my content? Because I'm a super niche art channel, right? Super fucking niche, like as niche as it gets currently. It was in the algorithm. I had a strong art feed on YouTube. Wonderful. Dude, YouTube pisses me off. I'll go like I'll actually have a solid art algorithm as well for like a couple weeks or some shit, and then I watch some random video that's because my YouTube is basically just art, gaming, right? Like some random funny gameplay videos, and then currently I'm obsessed with watching people play Pokopia, right? Like that Pokemon game, and I'm like, finally, Game Freak didn't do. Finally, first of all, it's not Game Freak. It's what's it called? Koei Tecmo, who worked on it, right? So first of all, the fact that it's not them already makes it 10 times better because they shat the bed years ago, right? But that, like, the point I'm trying to make is like that's my fucking algorithm is like just the shit I constantly try to be interested in, and then YouTube will just say go fuck yourself when I watch one video that's completely unrelated. I hate it. I hate it so much. Those fucking cunts. But can't be too angry. I need them to hopefully pay for my goddamn rent one day, right? But yeah, you found me through the algorithm. What pulled me was your thumbnail and the art wad workout. Nice. That's exactly my plan. That's exactly what it should be. So good to see. Yeah, YouTube can creep up with random algorithm. Yeah. Okay, cool. Well, good to know that what I intended to which thumbnail was it? Because I fucking love all my thumbnails, or like most of them. If it gets a hearty chuckle out of me, or even like a slight, that's good enough. That's going on a goddamn thumbnail, right? But yeah, I mean, you should know at this point, my channel is all about delayed gratification, right? Like literally all about delayed gratification. So it's, dude, I need to go find one now. No, it's okay. I know. Dude, I'm like a fucking just constant like uploading, right? But yeah, what did you enjoy about my content, right? I'm going to assume it's because it's my work ethic, my drive, and my encouragement, right? That's because that's what I try to promote. But I am curious what people like about the hashtag, the Vloggefounding, as they say, right? Now I'm trying to think, what can this be, right? What can this be? Okay, now this is an opportunity. This is genuinely an opportunity, right? Hmm. I know. I think I know what this can be. And this way I can focus on, yeah. So, and this way actually, like, I'll really practice my perspective. Let's see. This is where I'd say personality, goofiness, and just trying. Otherwise, most content, it's really tutorials, the attempting of the workout. Exactly. That is my niche. I'm glad that you, because basically you're an early adopter of greatness. I'll be honest. Like, you're an early adopter of the next 20 years of people slowly being like, wait, what the fuck? Like, this guy's actually getting really, really good, right? The whole point is I become, again, like, greatness is subjective, right? And like I am humble enough to know that like I'm never gonna be quote unquote like the fucking best or whatever. Like it's fine. If I am, cool. If I'm not, that's also cool. I'm striving, right? Like you said. But the point of this channel is that I will prove essentially A, anybody can draw. B, no matter how good you are at drawing, you'll have a million things to learn. And C, it's all about mindset and effort, right? Everybody here is just early. I'm early. I'm literally fucking early to my own success, right? And that's the beautiful part of it. It's like I'm literally early to my own success. But yeah, that's the whole point. And plus, you know, like I'm gonna obviously stream my Animorphs debauchery or like record it at one point. And what I did right here could be a mistake, but this is why I'm trying. This is actually what I'm extremely, extremely excited about, is just the trying, right? Let's see. That could have been a bit better. But let's see. Respect, respect. It's like gaming Twitch. The last art, but art. Yeah, I didn't think about it that way, but it makes sense. The last art streamer I liked stopped streaming. Then you popped up. Yeah, I can guarantee to you guys, I'm never gonna fucking stop until I die, or unless I die, and until I die, right? I've literally already visualized me like being fucking 1 year away from death, and if YouTube is still around, me just posting a video, be like, all right, guys, I'm probably dying next week, right? The last drawing, still being me, making stupid jokes. Like I have visualized everything, right? And now the next thing is just to live it, because visualization is fucking useless if you don't actually act. It's a great way to reinforce to yourself that you're on a path that you believe to be a good path, but it's absolutely fucking useless. And this is what I think people misunderstand about visualization. If you're visualizing success in your life or any sort of anything in your life, right? If you're visualizing it but you're not acting on it, you are mentally masturbating. You are not visualizing. You are mentally masturbating, right? So the main thing that I'm trying to do for myself, and this has nothing to do with art, but obviously it's a part of art, is like we visualize the results of our work ethic, you know? We don't visualize the results of nothing. Doesn't make any never made sense to me. But yeah, like I see the success. Everything exists as it is. Now I'm just living. Like I'm literally just living and going through it, you know? But I'm glad that like you guys are the leading indicators. Like the comments that are saying, "Hey, I see what you're doing is different." You're the leading indicators of my success that is to happen, you know? Like you are the indicators that are reinforcing that I'm on the right path or whatever, right? And by the way, I'm not saying like I know everything. I want to be very clear because I'm sure in the future people will be like, "Oh, you're so hard-headed, all that shit." But oh yeah, Biggie, I don't think you saw it last time, but I got a scholarship to med school. Holy fucking shit! Amazing, amazing. Make sure to Biggie fam while you're doing surgery, right? You gotta shill me no matter what, right? Somebody might be having some sort of what is it called? I don't know what the fuck. I don't know any medical terms, but let's just say their heart is giving out. You have to be like, listen, this is really unfortunate. But have you heard of Viggy? He's a great art YouTuber, right? Watch him become great. Very, very, very like completely changed my philosophy when it came to learning, right? Or you can be like, I fucking hate him, and therefore you should hate watch him as well. But either way, that's amazing. Jokes aside, congratulations, amazing, amazing, right? Keep going, right? Visualizing what am I thinking about right now? Because this is clearly a wheel that's in a different perspective. So I'm just trying to think about kind of like how this is oriented, right? I'm trying to, because I hope you guys can see, like I'm trying to create scale, right? Like this wheel is huge compared to this guy. That means like there's like a wagon or something I'm trying to draw, you know? I'm trying to draw a wagon or something, right? This is actually turning into a pretty cool story. But yeah, congratulations, Blue Mars. Congratulations. Fucking good on you. These lines are completely useless. Like this shit I'm doing here, I don't understand what I'm doing. Okay, my favorite one was when you want perspective. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. You want to learn perspective? Give me all your money. Being broke will give you a new perspective. Yeah, I fucking love that one. That should made my girlfriend laugh her ass off. Right? I got some good ones coming up too. Like over the next 2 days or like next week. But I know all my thumbnails won't resonate with everybody, but every single one of them I still find to be funny and it makes me chuckle, which is all that matters to me, to be honest. Let's just say this is like a broken down wheel, right? Or maybe let's just say it's like a wooden wheel, right? But yeah, I found more funny ones like want to learn art, fundamental, give me money. Oh, okay. Yeah, there's a lot of them about me just begging for money, to be honest. A fuck ton of them about me begging for money, right? So you're gonna be hard pressed to find one that isn't me begging for money, but yeah, good times. Yeah, want to learn want to learn perspective? Slide to the yeah, the cha-cha one. Yeah, I died. The sad thing is that one got such little views and nobody liked it, right? I'm like, God damn it, bro. That shit was fucking hilarious. How dare you fuckers, right? Okay, and then let's see. Uh, there you go, and then we'll bring this closer like that, and then we'll again perhaps have something extruding, and then this is when, okay, see the lines are horrendous, right? The lines are horrendous, so I'm just gonna have to keep working on it. Fucking no shit. What a genius. What a genius ploy. I am bad. I will work on getting better. I didn't know you could do that. I didn't know you could do that, god damn it. You've changed my life. No you, my friend. No you. See, like I really struggle with this angle. Right, look at that. Look, like this is why I love it when the brush pen actually tells me to go fuck myself. Like I love that feeling. I love it when this pen actually absorbs ink flow properly. Because god damn it, I need to be humbled. We all need to be goddamn humbled, right? Peter Han has gone too far. Oh yeah, that one is classics. Again, dude, you guys are actually OGs. Holy shit, you guys are actually all OGs, right? That's amazing. That actually, it makes me so happy that people have actually seen those thumbnails. I'm not gonna lie, it makes me so fucking happy. That's amazing. Like I put so much goddamn work into those. Well, I thought of those and I laughed. I have like an entire Google Keep of all the thumbnail ideas I get randomly, like an entire Google Keep of it, right? Peter Han has gone too far. What is it, like almost 5 kilometers? Incredible stamina. It was something like that. I remember making it, I was dying, right? What else? I also like the earnest ones, like be patient with yourself and keep going. Exactly. I mean, one of them is literally just like one I haven't done yet, but it's all based off of like Hormozy. Alex Hormozy is just someone who really reinforced the mindset that I already had. He just articulated it in a way where I was like, this is exactly like what I need. I'm just gonna fucking keep this in the background because I also don't get motivated quite often, right? So like I too need my own Viggy, I guess you could say, right? Oh shit, see that was off perspective, but let's see. Let's see, we gotta obviously commit to the line and try to see it. Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. And then we will see that's not good though. That is actually pretty fucking dog shit. Pretty bad, but it's okay. I mean, the main thing is the perspective and the lines. Look at that. That's completely disconnected, right? And obviously I keep going over the fucking line instead of stopping. God damn it. But let's see. Uh, yeah, the earnest ones are important. There's one that I have yet to put out, which is the point of the game is to keep playing. And I really want to reinforce that mindset. The point of the game, which is art, right? Like the point of the game is to keep playing. Okay? What does that mean? It's like you play the infinite game, right? And the infinite game is one which you control, like where you win by playing. I win by doing these drawings. Even though, yeah, I can say this is bad, that's bad. I win by doing these drawings, right? Let's see. Who's my favorite? I will answer that 1 second. The way you were also practicing and attempting exercises was so helpful, and you turned it into your own. Exactly. Like the thing is, ArtWad is a fucking amazing foundation, right? ArtWad is a fucking. Do you think it's better? Okay, so you guys are actually asking really good questions. For the first time, I'm getting exactly what I want, and I'm getting overwhelmed. Okay, so yeah, Artwad is an amazing foundation. Like I will shill them till I die because I'm telling you, like they're going to create a quote unquote modern master in me, and I'm going to prove through simply my work ethic and utilizing their teaching principles that it's literally all form. Like that is the first thing. It's all form, right? I tried adding little breaks here. I don't know if that worked. I actually think that kind of fucked with the structure, to be honest, right? So first and foremost, like their foundation's amazing, and then it falls on the practitioner, right? Us, the practitioner, to be like, how can I do 100 times more of this, and how can I make that 100 times even more difficult? Like if you guys see in my current portrait series, what am I doing? I'm trying to see like it's first of all, I'm doing the third exercise in the entire portrait roadmap, right? The third exercise, that's just one rep. I'm turning each repetition into 50. Actually, technically 100 because I'm doing one and then I'm form wrapping, right? Looks like a piece of cardboard, I know. Holy shit. I did fuck up somewhere. Yeah, it's just not thick enough. And I just got to keep adding lines to be like, look, it was all intentional. There you go. It still looks like a piece of cardboard, but now it looks like my piece of cardboard. The main thing is actually the problem is I probably added too many lines defining this. It could have been a lot better, but let's see. Maybe if I do something like this, like more defined, and then we just create shadows on the other side. I don't think this is gonna help it, but it's what it is. But anyways, like it falls on us, right? It falls on us to make things a lot more difficult. Like my current portrait exercise, right? I guarantee 200 hours more minimum before I actually get down the ability to visually, to spatially reason and visualize 3 layers of perspective. Okay, because ArtWad literally for that exercise, they just ask you to look at a reference that they give you and then be like, okay, now put a box over it or put a sphere over it. Okay, and now do it without reference or like, and now do it without tracing. I immediately, first of all, did it without tracing, and then I was like, I'm going to I'm going to form wrap because I'm enamored by hard surface design, right? So like I'm gonna form wrap, and I'm going to not only am I gonna see the box inside the like over the portrait, I'm gonna put a perfect sphere inside that box, and I'm going to visualize the converging, like what's it called, the form wrapped center lines inside the sphere inside the box, right? That is 3 layers of spatial reasoning. That is extremely difficult. That is basically maxing out your working memory capacity, right? That is essentially a skill that high level expert draftsmen have. And I'm just min maxing it. I'm like, I'm gonna do it right now. I'm just gonna do it right now. And I'm gonna spend the next fucking 50, 60, 80, 100 hours doing it, right? So you take the foundation, you respect the fundamentals and the basics, and then you go off. You go ballistic. At least that's my mindset. It's like just become the GOAT. Just become so fucking good, right? At the basics that everything else is easy, right? And you can see that. Like, I don't practice drawing from imagination. Yes, this wheel looks like fucking cardboard. Yes, it looks bad, blah, 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 like all that shit. But I don't practice drawing from imagination. And yet things I draw look realistic. Why? Because I respect the fundamentals. And I really, really, really practice the fundamentals, right? But that's to like expand on the thing you said, where like I turn the exercises into my own. It's like, exactly. I take what they give me and I'm like, how can I keep pushing this simple concept, right? Keep pushing this simple concept, you know? Because that's the thing, it's simple, not easy, but because it's simple, it has infinite application. Let's see. Okay, my art influences obviously Kim Jong-il, right? Obviously Kim Jong-il, Peter Han, Karl Kopinski, Eliza Ivanova, Sori Kim, Evan Amundsen, TB Choi, who else? Antonio, obviously Antonio Staperis, obviously Broken Draw, right? Jae Kwang Park, Uinag, right? Who else? Roger Goddams, right? You can just go on my Instagram and look at who I'm following. You'll see basically like a lot of those people are my influences, right? Who else? There's quite a few. Even Logie Bear. Logie Bear does really good POV drawings, right? Quite a few. Quite a fucking few, right? And I'm pretty sure I'm forgetting many. Like I am 100% forgetting many, right? Tankhead. Tankhead, of course, Tankhead, right? No, like the guy who did Tankhead, I actually don't remember his name. Fuck, right? But hey, Purple Haze, how's it going? How's it going? Let's see. The way you're also okay. Do you think it's better to dedicate all your time to one hobby or have multiple that you do intermittently? Well, I do I do multiple intermittently. I do. Look, I practice. By the way, I don't dedicate all my time to art. I draw for fucking 6 hours a week max, right? 5 to 7 hours a week. All right. Let me prove to you that I also practice piano for 4 hours a week, right? I also practice piano for 4 hours a week. I practice coding 10 hours a week. All right. Let's see. Wait. Yeah. Wait. Yeah. Yeah. What the fuck? Whatever. I forgot the fucking thing. But you see, like, oh, Crystal Pirate. Yeah, what's good? Yeah, you can 100% learn multiple things at once, right? It's just about concentrated effort. I don't even think about piano when I'm not practicing piano. Like, I literally don't think about piano at all. Okay, only when I'm in class, like in my lesson, and when I have to practice. It's just about paying attention, knowing what to pay attention on, and again, respecting the fundamentals. I do a fuck ton of technique. Also, I play much better, but right now I'm in art mode. And you know, my chair was slightly misaligned, blah blah blah, right? But yes, you can 100% dedicate your time to many hobbies. You can 100% do that. It's very feasible. Let's see. Okay, so we need to do something like, okay, wait, people are talking. What the fuck? So it looks like a piece of cardboard. I think I fixed it a little bit. Not that much, but I definitely fixed it a little bit. Let's see. Put some respect on Bartholomew's name. I'm like Luffy's fanboy from the show, but I will shield you. Yeah, Bartholomew's a pretty sick character. You can attack me, man. I'm fan. I can't believe I forgot his name. Yo, Pipple Hayes. I said hi. What am I looking at? Some depressing shit, clearly. Right. Clap, clap, clap. Thank you. Haven't seen you in a hot minute, Mr. Vigicus Vodka Timus. Right? Is this fucking can't believe I'm forgetting the name of that game. Gears of War? No, 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 not Gears of War. What the fuck is the other one? It's like Bradicus, Naticus, Badicus, whatever the fuck. I'm digging this drawing. I forgot the name of the game, but you know what I'm talking about. Okay, everybody's here. Right, cool. The OGs, the OGs. Anyways, yeah, you can 100% dedicate your time to multiple hobbies. Because I code for 2 hours a day. I draw for 1 hour a day. I play piano for 1 hour a day, right? And it's all 5 days a week, roughly. Yeah, all roughly 5 days a week, right? I also lift for 2 hours a day, right? So everybody's here, right? Yeah, so good. But let's see. Hmm. Yeah, like I wanted to make this wheel turned away, right? Because I wanted to make a try to like reinforce perspective. Let's see. How do you do this? I'm actually thinking about this, right? How do you make sure this makes sense, right? I do understand. Like I completely agree that this wheel looks wonky, and I struggle with wheels a lot. Why? Because I haven't practiced wheels. I haven't practiced manipulated cylinders. I haven't, right? This is purely based on my existing knowledge, which is mediocre, right? So yeah, okay, so I need to think about like a nice little design for what I'm drawing here. TBH fam. Let's see. Oh, maybe I could do something like this. Let's do something like that. Right? Yeah, everybody's here. I'm gonna do something like this. I'm gonna do something like this. Right? That way it's going in, right? We're just gonna be like, oh yes, there's some mechanism that allows us. Oh fuck me, perspective's off. But is the wheel supposed to be right behind him? Because it looks like it's to his side. Um, yes, it is supposed to be right behind him. Or not right behind him. It's supposed to be. It is supposed to be to his side, right? Like you see this accurately. Like this diagonal is a diagonal. Like yes, it's not supposed. If it was supposed to be right behind him, I would have drawn it right behind him. Don't worry. My spatial reasoning is better than that. Like it is intentionally because I'm thinking about silhouette and I'm thinking about composition to the best of my ability, right? So Yeah, that is intentional. You know, that is intentional. But no, I love this because again, like there's so much to learn. It's amazing. It's actually amazing. And look, just so we know it's the same thing, we can just do something like that. Right? So I was like, oh, okay. Like whatever this is, whether it's like wear and tear, it's all attached to it. Right? And now I'm going to draw like another thing that is hopefully like, because this way it's like, okay, whatever mechanism is in there is going to make sure that this wheel can turn, right? Hopefully. And then now we're just going to do this. It doesn't come across. And then there you go. We can now start. Okay, wait. I should make this thicker. And there should be maybe again, like this is all should, maybe, what if, like it's not about being perfect and it's not about drawing something that I think is going to be the best thing ever. It's just about me trying to figure it out, right? Like even this, maybe I can add some texture here, right? Like this is a fucking weird looking wheel. Maybe I'll just add some random texture, right? Like, and this is a contoured texture, right? Is it going to make sense? Maybe not. But this is why I like doing these drawings for imagination. Um, I have to get going, but it was nice chatting, Biggie. Yeah, dude, same to you. Same to you. I mean, like, thank you. Like, this is crazy. Like, I'm really happy to know that there are people who have stuck around since the beginning and enjoy, right? And I know, like, I recognize the names, don't get me wrong, but like the fact that we can just joke about my thumbnails, this is kind of like the funny little community stuff that I was like, that would be cool. Do I like cooking? I'm very basic at cooking. Like, I don't cook anything interesting. It's just like meat, slight seasoning and salt, and I was like, all right, eat it. Like my girlfriend is a very good cook, and she's always experimenting and trying new things out, which I find to be beautiful. She's very, very impressive, in that sense, and she works hard to like figure out different recipes and all that shit too. Some might say I'm a simp, and some would be correct. In fact, everyone would be correct. Okay, I need to create a frame for this thing that I'm drawing. Right, we need a frame, so we will start with this. We will start with a frame that follows the perspective, right? And then we will put it on the other side. I didn't even think about that, but that's not a bad idea. Look at that, because now we got consistency. There you go. And now I actually have liberty to ideate, right? We have liberty to ideate. So then I could do something like this, right? Which in turn was a mistake, but still something that I can do, right? And of course my lines are horrendous, but we'll figure it out. I should have brought up drawing a Tears of the Kingdom wheel. I mean, this is probably what it's relatively inspired by. Like, you have to remember, everything I'm drawing is from imagination, right? So it's purely based on what I currently understand of the thing that I'm drawing. You know what I mean? Like, it's nothing. Like, it's all based on what I currently understand, right? Which is cool because that means I understand very little, and yet I can already draw something that's not half bad. But I did rush this. I rushed this quite drastically, and that's why there are extreme mistakes of what I did here. But either way, we can just, as a wise fish once said, just keep going, right? There you go. We actually make fun of my friend and call him a fish all the time. Fun fact. He has quite the fish-like face. But let's see. So obviously I want to just, I want this to be like a wagon of sorts, right? So I thought I could make a decent frame. I didn't end up making a decent frame, but I'm going to try again. And just bring this outward. Right, and this is something that maybe will allow it to connect a bit better. And again, like, does this actually make sense? Probably not. Like, almost definitely not, right? But it's, for me, it's just kind of like design, silhouette, try to think about something that looks relatively cool, right? Don't like, yeah, make it look interesting, I guess, but don't worry too much, right? Just don't worry too much about whether it makes sense or not. Um, for the time being, as the years go on and as the months go on, I will of course focus more of my efforts on making sense because I personally am enamored by functional design. Personally, I'm enamored by that, right? Is that a requirement to be good at drawing? I don't think so. Right? I don't think it's an absolute requirement, but I personally am very interested in functional design. Uh, how much I should have brought up drawing it. Okay, how much longer are you gonna stream? I need to gauge how tired I'm gonna be tomorrow. Yo, just go sleep. Blue Mars, like, you guys are fucking weird. You spend half the time roasting me, but then you still stay up and watch my shit. Please take care of your health. Go right now. Okay, I'm gonna be streaming for easily like another hour. I'm like very energized right now in terms of just like being in the zone, right? So just please, 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 please sleep. Like value your sleep, right? I will be here, and you can always catch the VOD or whatever, right? Oh shit, that was an accident. Fuck, that was an accident. Okay, that means I have to do something like this. So that was a mistake, but now we can... There you go. Just turn it into like a, oh, look, it was intentional all along. It was just a highlight. Ta-da! Right? There you go. Not that I know what a highlight is, but... Okay, so we're gonna move this. Okay, right? It's gonna be foreshortened. It's funny, I thought this would be much further away, but then I ended up drawing a giant fucking wagon right behind it, which was not the intent at all, right? But I don't even know what a wagon looks like. I literally don't even know what a wagon looks like. How the fuck am I gonna draw this? I have no idea what I'm drawing, TBH. But we need to keep simple structure, because look, whatever I put behind here has got to be very simple, right? So we'll just do something like super simple. Okay, and it has to be structurally large enough that it seems like whatever we draw can in fact support the weight of this thing. There you go. That's not bad, right? And we'll multiple around it. Yeah, I'll multiple around it to make it seem perhaps a bit more industrial. I mean, there's a lot of different design philosophies happening right now. Fucking old-timiness as well as like some intense. I'll go to bed in 10 minutes. Good, good. Please take your rest. Please take your rest. But yeah, like industrial design as well as maybe some sci-fi elements, right? And how wide do I want this to be? Okay, well, we'll like stop it right here, right? Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Crystal Pirate joined as well. Good shit. Good shit. Anybody remember Hey Buddy, right? Hiya Buddy, something, 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 good old Jeff. I miss him, man. He was very positive, very, very positive guy, right? But you know, that's just the nature of, I guess, content creation, because I can't really say with certainty that that's the nature of content creation, but it seems like it, right? People will come and go, and I'll keep coming, and we'll just have to go with it. So that's life. So let's see, let's add like some little, what is it, grill marks? Because grill marks are supposedly nice and designed, right? There you go. Cool. Looks pretty interesting. Draw a borzoi? What the fuck is a borzoi? Or borzoi? Borzoi? I will draw borzoi? I don't know what that is. I have no idea. But let's see. And obviously I have to draw the wheel on the other side, which is even more fucky. But there you go. A dog. Oh, long-nosed dog horse? Hmm. I can try. But I'm telling you right now, it's gonna look like absolute shit, which I have no problem with, because I'm pretty sure at this point it's pretty obvious I don't care about bad drawings. But I mean, I'll complain and be like, "Oh, it looks so bad," but I don't actually give that much of a shit, right? But this is not a fucking, this is not a, yeah, this is not a wagon. This is just a vehicle like thing now, which I'm okay with. It's definitely not a wagon though. Just has wagon wheels, right? But yeah, definitely not a wagon in any fucking sense of the word. And I need to obviously make sure I see the consistency on the other end too, right? Something like, it's like right here, right? And I'm drawing one now. Good, very good. Everybody drawing. Everybody Russian, right? Now I don't know how cluttered I want this to be, because to be honest, right now this is still pretty readable. And I'm very happy and I'm impressed with myself that I'm slowly, subconsciously, and intentionally understanding readability a bit more, right? But I don't know how much I want to butcher that, right? Like I don't know how much I want to, not butcher, but I don't know how much I want to push my luck when it comes to that, because it's already something I struggle with so much, you know? Let's see, it goes like this, that's around there, and then we bring it out, right? Wait, let's not, there you go, something like right there. And this is where I can kind of keep shapes relatively simple, seemingly. I like it though. That's why I'm glad I'm not focusing too much on values right now, because I need to be able to understand what it is that I'm drawing, right? Like I genuinely do need to be able to think about what it is that I'm putting on page. The way I draw animal eyes makes them look haunted. Yeah, it's hard. Creature design is something I'm definitely interested in. There's this book by, what is it, Terrell Whitlatch. I don't know, bro. But she's an icon when it comes to creature design, right? And that's something I want to, like, this is all, again, it's funny, like on the challenge 52, or I think community, it's community Discord, right? Uh, Somebody was being very nice and like asking me how I did my drawings and all that shit. And I was just telling them, and then they're like, I feel as if you did values, you'd be even better and all that shit. I'm like, I'm patient, bro. Everybody's in a rush. Everybody's in a rush to get good. I am in no rush to get good. The only rush I'm in is to consistently try, which I am doing right now. Like I am trying. So I understand that this needs to have very little detail compared to this. Like I'm starting to understand that now, right? Um, maybe we can add little detail here, right? To be like, look, like here is your, because another thing I'm starting to understand is like pockets of detail is permissible, right? Pockets of detail. Like this has a pocket of detail. Maybe this right here will have a pocket of detail, right? Three-dimensional pocket of detail, but nothing more. And again, like I study Dong Ho Kim and Kim Jong Il's drawings. When like anybody who has good composition, or at least I intuitively am like, oh, I think that's good composition, right? Like I'm trying to pay attention to what they do, and it's like detail, detail, not that much detail, not that much detail, a little bit of detail, not that much detail, right? And that's how it seems to be overall, right? Let's see, same thing. Like I'm just trying to like keep that wheel in mind. And again, like, is this going to work? I don't know, but I'm going to work, right? I am going to work all the same, whether it works or not. And we got to make sure that this, there you go. See, like that's the other wheel, right? Is it working? No, not really, because I made this curve a little too much, but that's how we figure it out, right? And it's like a bit off. It's not a bit off, it's very off. It's very off now that I see it. But then it's just like, okay, just add little things like that, right? Clearly I fucked up the sizing as well, but that's just what I can do right now. That's just what I can do right now, and that's okay. I'm okay with that because I'm starting to understand that. I'm trying to lead the eye to specific things, and it's okay that it's fucked up. Right? Like it's actually okay, you know, and we just deal with it. We just deal with it and we move on, right? Like yeah, the wheel's actually technically really off, right? Looking better, you're drawing. Oh, thank you. I mean, yeah, slowly try to bring things out and come together. I usually draw cats, so dogs are kind of out of my wheelhouse. Yeah, well, that's the thing, right? Like anything that we don't know, we struggle with, which is why we keep trying to push what we know. You know, you know, you know. Yeah, this is not. This is kind of like a advanced, constructed. Let's see. Maybe I could do something like this. Bring this out. Hmm. How can we, maybe I could do something like this. Yeah, see? And then bring it out this way, right? And that's a maybe. Like, did it work? Who knows? Who fucking, like, I don't know. Probably not. Very, very few things actually work consistently, but we just have to kind of see if we can try to figure something out in the process. You know what I mean? And that's the fun. Like, that's actually the fun of it. And now this kind of looks like, okay, this guy's attached to some sort of vehicle, right? It's a very narrow vehicle, vehicle, clearly, right? Very narrow. I actually think I still fucked this up, right? I think I did, because it's too narrow here. Like, if we look at how wide this is, there's definitely something going on that's incorrect. Like, we're just gonna have to expand it. And this is what I love about drawing from, see, like, and I'm converging that for no reason apart from habits. But this is what I love about drawing from imagination, because I can just do this, watch. I can just bring this over here, and it's like, oh, look, it's just the other side. And it might work, it might not work. Again, this is all contingent on my clean lines, or attempting to have clean lines, right? But it's like, oh, okay, that kind of makes sense now. Still trying to keep the detail as little as possible, and try to think as much as possible, but there you go. Now it's like, okay, this guy's grounded. He's connected to this this vehicle looking thing, right? And perhaps to add shadow, and not that I understand shadow, but perhaps to add it, I could do something like that. Sorry, fam, I was taking a shower. I wish you were taking a shit. It would made me feel better. I can't believe I was disregarded for a fucking hygiene? Not even excretion, but hygiene? Disgusting. Fake Viggy famming. This right here, this is to be gulagged. Right, so what the fuck am I looking at? Depressing story. So it started off with me drawing random bullshit 2 streams ago, right? The second half of that, part 53 of my streams, right? And then I was like, okay, well, this is my next imagination drawing. So last time I turned it into like it's attached to a guy, and then I realized that I fucked up because I didn't draw the, like, this guy was supposed to be much more foreshortened, right? And we're supposed to be seeing the top of his head more, and it was supposed to be a completely different thing. So I was like, okay, because I already fucked up and I only drew like the first half of his body, I don't know how the rest of his body is gonna go. We're just gonna make it something really depressing. Like, he's like tied down, attached to the ground, right? He's basically, you can just see he's living a tortured existence. So, not what I meant to do, but I think it ended up being kind of interesting story, right? Albeit morbid, but you know, the most compelling stories are usually the ones that, you know, touch on the human heart, right? The strings of the heart. He looks some kind of meatball robot. Exactly. Thank you. I'm glad you understood where I was not going and completely decided to shit on my drawing. Okay. Now you see, I'm gonna do what every other artist does. I'm gonna go on Reddit and I'm gonna be like, somebody said my character looked like a meatball drawing. How should I respond to this? And then the comments will be like, why do you give a shit? Stop being fucking loser. And then I'm gonna delete every single comment that goes against me and be like, you're all wrong. So thank you, Crystal Pride. I really appreciate you for giving me this opportunity to waste my time. Wee. Making lines, and spitting about the times. You know, I always think my voice and my accent sound a lot cooler than they do. And then I listen to myself in the videos, I'm like, who's this cringe piece of shit? And it turns out it's me. It's incredible. The sentence is 40 to life. Exactly. And he happens to be 39. So that's why they put him in this state. Be like, we have to decide what to do. Tomorrow's his birthday, right? So we have to make a decision. Unfortunately for him, it seems their decision is pretty clear. They're gonna let him go. This is all just a prank, to be honest. It's just a prank, bro. There's actually a camera in the corner, like outside of the frame. That's basically, you know, they're just waiting to release like a happy 40th birthday, lol XD, right? You're free to go. You don't have a lower body and your arms are missing, but you're free to go. And actually, we don't know why you're here. This was just a big misunderstanding, my guy. But you ever try to use bigger, simpler shapes for your drawings? I try, but I fail miserably. I fucking try so hard. I'm actually at a point now where it's easier to draw complicated shit than simple shit. So one of the skills I'm working on is to zoom out and see simple silhouettes, which this was working. Like, this was actually like way simpler than what I usually do, right? So I min-maxed form a little bit too hard. But either way, like, I don't regret it. I don't regret it one bit. This is not working, so we're just gonna make it so it's like this. Like this thing does not look like it's structurally sound. So yeah, we're just gonna do that. Right? Let's see. Because I'd be seeing these rods on top of that guy's head and the thingamajig with the planks and screws right above him. I don't even know what those do. They don't do anything. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. You think I know what I'm doing? How many times have I drawn and just been like, I don't know what I'm doing? Right? It's drawing from imagination, not drawing with a perfect idea of what I'm doing. I have a general idea, and that idea evolves every time I make a mistake. Mind control, exactly. Blue Mars was the one who gave that suggestion, but I didn't really draw the most compelling mind control apparatus here. Actually, why don't we do something like this? Let's see. Something like that, right? And then we could, there you go. That's a little bit of mind control right there. And I don't know. Still doesn't make too much sense to me, but yeah, Crystal Pyre, you're asking the wrong questions, okay? Like, I'm a very beginner. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. You think I know what I'm doing? I'm just figuring things out. Like, I still don't understand portraiture. I don't understand figures. I don't understand composition. I don't understand anything, brother or sister. I don't know what I'm doing. This is all purely based on my understanding of form, right? And then trying to imagine things that that kind of seem like they make sense, right? Like, I have no idea what I'm doing. Yeah, I've only ever practiced line form and composition. Please look at my fucking channel, bro. Look at everything I've been practicing. Only the last 70 hours or 70 parts have I been doing. Yeah, like okay, everything on my channel is playlisted now. I've officially categorized playlists like year 1 to 2 or year 0 to 2, year 3, year 4. Yeah, this is why I keep saying the power of form is incredible. I've only ever practiced line form and composition. Like, go on my channel right now, go to playlists. You'll see I made playlists that are now cataloging my entire art journey, everything, apart from, my Instagram posts and maybe like 10 hours of sketching I've done outside of it, right? But everything, like my main practice is all categorized and playlisted properly. Like, I have my separate playlist for my series, and then I have my actual, like, hey, if you're new to the channel and you want to know, like, every year what I've been doing, it's all in order. Go on my channel, go to playlists, you'll see year 0 to 2, year 3, and year 4 and you'll be like, oh yeah, it really is all just form. Dude, my fucking leg is cramping. Oh god, my foot's cramping so hard. Oh motherfuck. Oh god. Jesus, this is painful. Let's see. We agreed on mind control. Yeah, mind control. Yeah. Right. Yeah, you have only practiced form. I mean, dude, Crystal Pirate, I'm pretty sure you're on the Art Watt subreddit or you were on the Broken Draw subreddit, right? But the whole point of this channel is to showcase what the fuck, just how effective the fundamentals really are, right? Like, y'all are sleeping on it. And again, to prove that anybody can learn to draw, given that they allow themselves to have the right mindset, right? That's it. Oh, fuck, that line was fucking awful. There you go. Now it's like a satellite, right? That looks more legit. Right, that now it's like, okay, there you go. Oh, fuck. There you go. Satellite. Whee! Ta-da. There. Maybe I'll make it a bit bigger because, it doesn't really look that proper. There you go. See, just draw over it. And we'll obviously have to complete that. There you go. Ta-da! A mind-controlling satellite. I've been studying perspective. You good, bro? Me? I've been good, bro. I've been studying perspective, color theory, rendering, anatomy, and composition for the past week. And also, no, I ain't no Redditor. Well, I was talking about the Discord. Did I say Reddit? I don't know. But I would suggest you study one thing. I mean, I hope I've proven that studying one thing for a very fucking long time and just min-maxing that also has a great benefit, right? You said subreddit? Oh, I meant Discord. My bad. Please forgive me, right? But you study 4 things each week? Yeah, see, like that's too much. You're trying to study too much. Brother, it's taken me, or sister, it's taken me 1,000 hours of just line form and composition to feel like I kind of understand this. Kind of, right? To feel like I kind of understand this, you know? So focus on one thing is my advice, right? Oh, not each week. I'm a lazy motherfucker. Even better. I'm lazy too, which is why I only focus on one thing. Right? That's my justification as well. Right? Ain't nobody got the time to learn everything all at once. We gonna do it. We gonna do it one step at a time. Time. Let's see. I can't wait to see if you become one of those artists who are super good at the fundamentals and then hyper stylize their work to the point where it's not noticeable on first glance. But I'm shockingly better than what I could do like 2 months ago. Of course, as long as you keep trying, you're gonna be better. As long as you keep putting in effort. Regarding what you're saying, Blue Mars, I mean, the goal is yes, become extremely good at the fundamentals, and then to be honest, the style that I want to do is gonna be a mix of anime, like mangaka style and comic book art. Like I really like the graphic shapes comic book artists use to hold up. What should I do here? I feel as if this is still wrong. This still feels way too thin. Yeah, this is just like, it doesn't feel right. I feel as if I messed up some things, but either way, maybe we could just say this is actually diagonal. Yeah, we could do that, right? But it may be suboptimal, Purple Haze, but I got different goals than fundamental artists. Everybody has different goals, but that's why you just gotta keep trying. Vicky inspires, Vicky retires, specifically in probably 50 years when I die. But to answer your question, Blue Mars, yeah, at the end of the day, like fundamentals, like being an artist that focuses on fundamentals is just being an artist that focuses on learning the actual skills involved in being a good artist, right? Like I don't think it's anything particularly unique, right? Like to say, it's like saying, are you a pianist who focuses on good fundamentals, or are you a pianist who just vibes? It's like, I'm a pianist who wants to get excellent, therefore I practice the technique and the fundamentals. You know, are you a cook who focuses on the fundamentals, or are you a cook who's gonna have your own style? I'm gonna be a cook who is gonna be great at understanding recipes, just like how you know different things, what's it called, like ingredients work together. And then I'm also gonna practice doing my own ingredients on the side, making a lot of trial and error, right? Like I don't think I don't think they are separated from each other. I think literally being an artist who becomes like, I think literally being a fundamental artist is just being an artist that practices the things that you have to get good at, right? So what else? Let's see. But yeah, like I do plan like I've already, because again, Animorphs is a big end goal, right? So my big idea is to hold on, let me just try to make sense of all this. Right. My big idea is just basically, you know, keep honing the fundamentals, spend decades, first decade fundamentals, second decades like paneling, dynamism, right, like all that shit. Because again, like Artwad has the thing laid out. I say decades and I say this long time span because I don't care. Like I'll just take the time it needs to get good at the thing, to be excellent and to visualize everything that I need to, and to build the mind that can visualize something incredible, right, which is draftsmanship, right? And that's why I've learned to enjoy the process. Let's see. It sounds like a lot to learn, but you just need to do little portions of everything. It works. You gotta enjoy for it to stay. You gotta enjoy anything you do. It's like you gotta learn how to enjoy it, right? Absolutely agreed. But fucking, I keep not answering Blue Mars's question, which is yes, I will fucking keep focusing on the fundamentals and develop my style along the way. Technically, people can consider this to be an art style, but this is just a lack of understanding of my decisions that I'm making, but making decisions anyways, right? I don't actually understand like I don't have an actual theory or very solid grasp of the decisions I'm making, in the sense that like, you know, I'm omitting this and I'm including this. I'm simply omitting and including what I believe to be like, maybe this will look nice, right? And that is the only intuition I allow in my practice, right? Which is doing these imagination drawings, you know. And then the better I get, the more I'll actually understand what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. Yeah, that was a good answer. I deserve money for that answer. But yeah, it's gonna be a mix of comic book and manga style. KK, going to bed. Yeah, what the fuck? You've been here much longer than 10 minutes, you piece of shit. Go to fucking bed. Get your rest. Please. Please get your rest. Get your rest, please. Please get your rest. Yeah, get your rest. Alright, fuck. I'm going into rapping mode. Really shit rapping mode, but my nose keeps hitting the fucking the camera. Or the ring light. Now I have no idea what I want to do with this. So we're just going to, there you go. Ta-da. Right. I took some pictures from random stuff on Pinterest and now I can draw metal a little bit better. It only took an hour. And then perspective, I can just model stuff in Blender and get a better idea of how everything unwraps. I mean, as long as you're putting an effort in, I mean, that's always what I say, right? Like, effort is a great equalizer because effort leads to understanding, which leads to mistakes, which leads to problem solving, which, effort begets effort, right? Like, it just leads to more effort. So you cannot go wrong with just fucking trying, right? Like, you actually can't go wrong with just constantly trying. Let's see. Something like this, something like that. No idea what I'm drawing, but this is like a little bit of intuition. I'll tell you guys right now, I wasn't really thinking too much about this. I had a rough idea and I'm like, let me try it. Right? I think for me, I actually get better when I'm motivated. Of course, everybody does well when they're motivated. Motivation is a fickle beast though, which is why we can only, and this is just my opinion, but when motivation fails is when effort becomes the great equalizer, right? Like when you lose motivation is when you utilize effort. And other people describe effort as discipline. Other people describe effort as pain. Effort is effort. How we interpret it is what results in our mindset and how we enjoy it. Right? So yeah. See, I'm just thinking like, oh, maybe there's some random bullshit here. Not that I really understand it, but and again, like I'm trying not to put too much detail on this car thing. But I already have fucked up the proportions quite drastically, but uh yeah, that just comes with time, right? Here, let's just pretend like there was always a door here. Not that we're actually going to draw the door, but having some sort of framework helps, perhaps. Now, I don't even know what this is that I drew, but if we just give it some form, let's see. And again, this is just kind of random bullshit go burr, right? Let's see. We just thinking about making some cutouts while still trying to keep the form in mind. Right, and then we can, there you go, now have a cylinder attached. Oh fuck, see, that's a bit too close. That's a bit too close. It's nice. It's nice to actually have things that are off the camera, if that makes sense, like off the scene, because it forces me to continue to draw things that are incomplete. That's a skill, by the way, drawing incomplete things. Like that is a very difficult skill because your mind is going to be obstructed by the things in front, behind, in between it. But that's a skill, right? Just like it's a skill right now for me to have very, very nuanced control over my pen, right? Which is filling in these dark spots. This is a skill. I don't do this often, but I've been getting slowly better at it because I try to focus every time I do it, right? And it's been 2 years now of just kind of trying to focus. Really only a year because I didn't even try attempting things like this until a while ago, right? Let's see. I think for me, yeah, okay. Like, as in, I can study materials for weeks and make no progress if I don't care about it. Yeah, because you're probably not focusing. If you don't care, you're not going to focus. If you're not focusing, you're not paying attention. If you're not paying attention, you're not exerting energy, and energy is what is required to get better, right? So it makes complete sense. Um, but if I see value in something like anatomy, I can do a lot better in days. Exactly, that's how learning works. Focus and attention is the number one fucking, it's like the number one requirement for learning, right? Focus and attention. That's the number one thing. It kind of looks like something to do with my generalist mindset. Also, if I pressure myself to perfection, I do worse. Yeah, because you're expecting things. Again, if you expect yourself to be able to be capable of something, and then you don't meet it, you are going to get worse. Or like you're going to you're just not going to meet whatever standards you might set for yourself. That's a bit better. I feel as if I've scaled that a little bit better. Still nothing perfect, but it's a little bit better, right? And we should probably actually bring this cylinder a bit outwards, so it also scales decently. But let's see, once you look at other artworks, you can see many imperfections, and you can start doing less to feel more complete with your own art. I don't know what that means, but it sounds deep. Good on you. This is, I never said I was good at art. I just said that anybody can draw. Please leave me be. See, this is like my random bullshit go burr moment, and it's not bad. It is not good, but it's not bad. Therefore, it is ass. But anyways, let me just finish this. Right? All a skill. And this is a perilous moment for me because, again, I am doing something which I'm not good at yet, right? That's a very important mindset to have. I'm not good at this yet, right? A lot of artists I look up to online have really deceptively lazy art styles, but they have great understandings of the fundamentals. Exactly. Like they see the entire thing and they're making choices to omit many parts of the entire thing. But they see it. You know, they calculate it however they visualize. They are able to understand what is required to draw the thing to a degree of completion that is proficient, extremely proficient. And then they make the intentional choice to remove those decisions, right? To remove the things that make it look like very incredible, if that makes sense, right? Like it's all a choice. And that takes years, years, decades, a lifetime. Like it's beautiful. Think about it. Like anybody can draw. Anybody, right? It simply takes your entire life. Simple as that. And once you internalize that, once you truly internalize that I'm dedicating my life to this thing, and again, the point of the game is to keep playing. You win. You won. How do you draw glass-like reflections? Fuck it. I don't think that was a glass-like reflection. Shit. Fuck it. We'll just turn it into a crack then. Right. Let's just turn this into a crack. I'm probably adding way too much detail to this, but and again, do I really know how to draw a crack? No, I'm just kind of basing it off of what I vaguely have seen other artists do, right? But let's see. And I mean, like many of the artists' advanced fundamentals, like materials and transparency and organic shapes and lighting. Yeah, that takes fucking 5, 10, 15, 20 years to get down. Sometimes they just use one single brush stroke to show ambient light and it looks completely natural. Yes, again, all experience. It's beautiful, it's incredible, and it's genuinely inspiring. Um, yeah, like it's completely capable. Everybody's capable of that. Right? And this is why again, this channel exists to showcase that A, anybody's capable, B, thousands of hours. Sorry, let's just say hundreds of hours, which lead up to thousands anyways, and fucking thousands of repetitions, right? Everybody's capable. Everybody capable. Oh, everybody's so capable. Right? Let's see, how do I show that this is one thing I like that Kim Jong-il always did, and like Broken Draw does, like all these really good perspective artists. He's gonna get pissed that I put his name next to Kim Jong-il, but fuck you, bro. Not that he'll ever watch this or listen to this video. But one thing I like that they all do is like they just it's like slight informing, right? Like just very slight uh brush like strokes to inform the ground plane, right? Nothing more than that. No, like I like that they leave a lot of white space. Like this I could just turn into like fucking grass, right? Much like my ass, but it's easier to just put a couple strokes. And from what I understand, right? I want to be very clear from what I understand, to be like to just insinuate, be like, look, it's a ground plane. Our mind will fill in the rest. Even though there's all this white space here, our mind will just assume and fill in the rest, right? And that's actually pretty good. Like I think put one like right there, and it'd be like, cool. I'm not sure what you're trying to aim for in your own artwork, Ziggy, but for me, it started from trying to make concept art for studios and stuff, but in a more vibrant style instead of overly realistic. That's a really good goal. That's really sweet. The fact that you had like a nice clear idea. For me, it's Animorphs. I think I mentioned, right? I plan to make one of the greatest manga adaptations of all time, right? So that's why I have to dedicate my life to becoming a master of the fundamentals and beyond, right? And it's just about putting in the effort, you know. I know many people will probably be like, "What the fuck? This guy's not gonna get good." You want to make a manga? Yeah, yes. Animorphs, Animorphs. The goat. One of the greatest stories I've ever read. In my opinion, one of the greatest stories written. But yes, it's the one with the dinky animals transforming on the page. But okay, I think this is good. I'm gonna leave this. In terms of like, I feel as if it tells a story. What's it about? It's about parasitic aliens that have invaded the planet Earth and the responsibility of 5 children to fight them off from a power they receive from an alien that landed on the planet to warn them of that parasitic species. That's it. That's what I'll say without spoiling. And the power they were given is the ability to transform into animals, which comes with a price, a 2-hour time limit, or else they get stuck in that body forever. There you go. That's all you need to know. It's fucking incredible. It's just downright incredible. Those who know, know. Those who don't will know. Give me 40 years, and you will definitely know, right? And you'll know it in one of the greatest ways you possibly could, which is through my sheer effort. I will do it. I will do it. Right? But either way, pretty cool. Kind of like Ben 10 fused with Super Pups, I guess. Definitely, yeah, definitely, I guess Ben 10 related. But this came out before Ben 10, I'm pretty sure. This came out in 91 or something, or like 95 or some shit. Like, this is from the 90s. Yeah, this, I don't like what I did here. This is just looks dumb, to be honest. What if I block it out? Does that do anything? Still looks kind of dumb, but it's whatever. Uh, just the fact of the matter is, like, at least we made it so we're still looking at this, and generally we can understand what's going on. Generally, right? Is it perfect? No, I don't think you can understand everything that's going on, but generally we can understand what's occurring, which is important, right? There you go. You know, adding the shadows where appropriate. Let's see. I also have a cool story involving an alien, since I'm currently working on a stickman duel for a few months. Nice, very good, very good. I have a question. Anybody else have any suggestions on what I should draw? I'm basically done with this side. Like, this side is not gonna have anything more. Like, I basically filled it with grass, right? Like, kind of fake grass, whatever you want to call it. But actually, should I even ask for suggestions? I already know what I'm gonna draw. Fuck you guys. Compliment me. Say it looks great. Draw tornado. No. You see? Fuck. I should not have done that. Now the only thing left to do is let my fans down. I'm sorry. I will not draw, even though what you asked me to. Even though I asked you to give me a suggestion. Fucking. Some might call him an asshole. Some might call him a dickhead. But he would call himself extremely handsome and well versed in the arts. Right. So it's all about self belief. It looks great. Oh, thank you, Purple Haze. Hope you're drawing along. Hope you're drawing along, right? Because there's nothing entertaining about me drawing. So let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's pee, actually. I do have to pee in a bit. Fucking urination cycle, very important, right? Good for the brain and the body. There you go. I felt as if it was missing something. The grading. And then I can just imply that it stops here. I'm not a compliment guy, but I'm bad at that stuff, but I acknowledge your art exists. Trash tier, try again. Acknowledge that it exists in the highest form of beauty, and that it is a goddamn privilege to witness it upon your eyes. Something close to that, then I will accept. I'm drawing, yeah, kind of locked in, so I'm not interacting a lot. That's completely fine. Please draw. Apart from my bullshit always being like, somebody talk to me. I'm glad you guys are drawing. I'm glad you guys are drawing. But this looks cool. Locked in. Nice. Okay, so I need to now think about what's coming after this, right? Am I coming after this? I don't have much left, but again, like, you guys can tell I'm really bad with. So if you've only studied form, have you studied any organic form? A little bit, a little bit. I've done a decent amount of bending cylinders. I mean, you can just look at year one, or if you look at year three, sorry, year three playlist, anything to do with fundamentals, form, all that shit in the title, like, that's what I was practicing, organic stuff, right? But organic is gonna come later. Again, I have to be patient because I want to draw everything, but right now this is my path. First, portraiture, then probably a break, and I'll go back to the fundamentals roadmap, but intro roadmap from ArtWad, and that's where, like, I'll probably do a lot of that more contour manipulation, organic stuff. That'll be like another 6 months, 6 to 8 months, and then I'll do figures, and that'll be like another 2 years, right? And then again, back to fundamentals. At that point, maybe if I'm done the intro to drawing, then I'll do their intermediate one, and then again, like, after the 6 months of that, then it's like, okay, environment roadmap, right? And yeah, and then after that, it's just like fucking, ticking off like their dragon roadmap, architecture roadmap. Just do all of them, right? Collect the fucking infinity stones. But again, assume it's gonna take minimum 6 to 8 months to go through anything. What do you think about the new ArtWad changes? Regarding what? I've been trying to study how to draw clouds and smoke. Can you draw a water dragon? What the fuck is that name? Brim Cyan 8294. Everybody dox him. Anyways, well, I think ArtWad's been doing great, to be honest. Like, they've been constantly adding content. I don't know what changes you're speaking of. They've been actually listening to the community quite actively, right? And they've even kept their classrooms but added them as like educational material as part of the roadmaps for people who want to learn more, right? I understand them changing the workouts from like being actual workouts to being blog posts because like it's the same content but now part of their like blogs, which is something they've been pushing, right? I do think that they could like their UI could be a bit improved in terms of like navigation, but that just comes from my opinion as a designer, right? Uh, for Mr. Brim, can I draw a water dragon? No, not the type you'll probably want me to draw, but I can attempt to do one. But not this one, bro. I have like a fucking story for this already, goddammit. But are you a new fan? Welcome. Right? But no, I think again, like this is it's lacking a lot of content that there was before. Is it? Because they've transferred over all vast majority of the classrooms. They're they got the roadmaps and all the content. Yes, just checking you out right now. Fucking slip on some dick while you check me out. Why don't you? So kind, so kind. Yes, please like, subscribe. They will supposedly add it over time. I think we should trust them. They've honestly done a very good job at listening to the fan base, right? And obviously, I am a shill. Like Cyan know how to flirt. Well, exactly. He knows how to Viggy fan very hard. But I am a shill. That doesn't mean like I don't support critique of their platform, but I genuinely think like look, like I can draw like this because of them. They didn't teach me how to draw this, but I took their foundations, I went off on it, and now I can draw something like this. Is this impressive in the grand scheme of things? No, right? But is it much better than what I was able to do before I learned them 2.5, almost 3 years ago? Fuck yeah. Right? Like I think they're the reason I'm gonna be on the road to mastery over my lifetime, like genuinely, right? And obviously there will be more than just them, but like for the near long term, the next decade, like they're definitely like I don't know, like I have nothing else to say. Like I've clearly showcased that their methods work, right? So at the end of the day, it's not about how many features an art platform has, it's about the value they provide, and they've clearly provided fucking infinite value, right? For me and for many others in terms of just learning the actual fundamentals, right? But I'm sure there's always stuff they can improve on, right? I'm not saying that there isn't, but oh god. But yeah, Brim, check out the channel, man. Check out the channel. I also glaze them a lot, lol. But it's unreal. I can already draw human figures from imagination. Exactly, dude. Like it's about the value. And the value they provide is stop being a bitch, focus on the fundamentals, learn to enjoy it, and go off on the repetitions. That last part is the only part that they falter in a little bit, and that's not their fault because beginners consider a lot of repetitions to be like 20 or 30. So I get it for their grind notes. It's like, woo, 20 repetitions. Oh my god, oh, you're gonna learn so much. It's like, okay, try 100, try 500. Try 500 with no expectations of getting better apart from just trying, right? That's the mindset that obviously, because think about it. Antonio has mentioned multiple times in his videos. He's like, do you know how many fucking thousands of mannequins I've drawn, right? But so it's like this heavy asterisk to their platform is like do way more work. That's what I see it as. Like it's a very heavy asterisk, right? But even then, people can get far, very far with just doing the bare minimum. But bare minimum doesn't become great, you know. But yeah, good job, Purple Haze. I mean, I've been seeing your art in the Discord. Actually, have you posted? Well, let's just say you have, and I'll glaze you, as the youngins say. Either way. Okay, so this was pretty good, honestly. I feel as if it was decent, right? Like, I am relatively satisfied with this, right? Again, like trying to make the shadows make sense, right? But I think this is pretty decent. I've never shared any of my art. Well, if you're in the Discord, I would encourage you to do so, right? Only with my ex. Well, we can be your ex, okay? The Viggy Discord, we can all be a giant fuck you, a reminder as to what you used to have, all right? Just just share your art. I do have a Discord. Link in description. Fucking can't even speak. Link in description. Right. Every single Viggy famer can exactly who you want them to be, apart from, of course, a supportive father figure. That you have to buy online. But you know, either way, let's see. See, now I'm fucking around because I actually don't know what I want to do. But because like I've drawn so much already, it's only been 100 minutes, like an hour and 40 minutes. It's not bad. But let's keep going. Fuck it, let's keep going. Draw the moon. Draw the moon, you say. Okay, we'll draw the moon. I guess it'll be nighttime. The moon is very tiny. Right? And then we'll do like crater. There you go. And then we'll just do a little hatching. This is my interpretation of the moon. There you go. Ta-da! That's the moon. There you go. That's all you're getting. Gru shall steal the moon. All right. So what's the thing? Pull the lever. No, fuck. That's that's Emperor's New Groove. Yeah, I can actually do that pretty well, but I don't want to hurt your ears right now. But okay, what are we gonna draw now? Right, which is, oh, maybe we'll have something like this. Because this is my perspective, right? This is my perspective. Pull the lever, crunk! Oh god, I used to do it a lot better. That is disgusting. Pretend like I didn't say that. God damn it, my friends are gonna roast me. They're gonna be like, bro, you're not that guy. You used to be so much better. I'm like, I know. I used to be so much better. What happened to the thing? I thought I had this here. Did I have it here? Oh no, I do have it there. Yeah, just it's hard to see. But like same thing. That's actually off perspective too. Ah, whatever. But let's see. Okay. I think this is pretty decent. Like what I've drawn here, I feel as if there's good silhouette, right? There's good silhouette, decent silhouette. Like it's readable. You can tell that this is a guy. There's like a thing attached to this car looking thing, right? They're on grass. He's kind of like inside whatever this fuckery is, right? It's not bad. Should I leave it here? Should I leave it here? I do have other work to do. I would actually love to draw more, to be honest, but I don't know. Cause like if I start something else, I'm gonna draw like another big thing. You know what I mean? Like, cause I plan to have somebody here, like a guy in a mech suit holding a gun, pointing it at him, right? And then the rest of the composition, what I'm planning, if we can, you know, like commit and like do it properly, is like the guy will be here, and then back here to add scale will be someone else like him attached in a little thingy like this here, and then another guy, cause this is the horizon line, right? So that way we can just have them like, now that way they'll be converging onto the horizon, right? And then the guy here or some person in mech suit here will be pointing like a gun over there and like shooting at them. I don't know. I don't know. But that's my general idea that I have. I feel as if this, I mean, you don't have to put the background that close. Well, I'm gonna try to apply scale. That's the main thing, right? Maybe even just like the guy in the mech suit will be much further away, right? And then we'll foreshorten the fuck out of the gun. Like, there's a lot of ways to do this, you know, and that could also add scale, right? And then I could just have like a building in the background. Lots of ways to do this, right? You can adjust something, yeah, way in the distance. Yeah, yeah. Like again, slowly trying to figure out scale. Um, it's not bad. Like there's a lot of cool little things that could be worked on, right? But slowly getting better. But I think I will call it here, actually. Like power plant, factory, tubes. Yeah, yeah. There's a lot of stuff that could be done. But I think I will call it here. I hope whoever joined along. The foreshortened gun thing seems like a really cool idea. Yeah, yeah. I want to try it on a tiny ass island. Yeah, like I want to try it. I want to try it because like, and that's very hard to visualize too. That's very hard to visualize. But the general idea is like maybe it'll be a guy. Maybe it'll be like a big mech suit. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it'll be like a normal. Who knows? But the point is like I want a gun here and just foreshorten the fuck out to like something here. And maybe to really showcase how big that gun is, we can actually have another gun here, which is the exact same one, but it's like this big. Like it's like this big. Like the foreshortened gun's here, and it's going all the way back, and then the other gun's here. So he has two guns pointed at him, and that's a nice composition as well. Like because it leads the eye. It's like okay, this and then this, right? And then like whatever the person here is, and maybe just tiny building, right? So yeah, like we'll see. But that's the idea. That's actually a really good idea. Thank you, Purple Haze, and thank you, Crystal. Right, but I think I'm gonna call it here. I will end it for the time being. I know people are like coming in and out and stuff, but you fucking missed it. Watch the goddamn VOD, right? Whatever. But I hope whoever was here enjoyed drawing along, and this was really good. I feel as if I'm fleshing the idea out and slowly getting better at keeping things consistent and in scale, right? So, you know, like in the same ground plane, all that shit. But with that being said, right, as oh icky Vicky, she's so icky, classic. But yeah, as always, fuck you for watching. Keep drawing, and please give me money. Fucking every time I have to awkwardly. Oh God. Fucking Jesus.